Let's get it poppin'.
Hey, yo.
Don't even get me started.
What is wrong with people?
I can't even find the right color marker.
People are crappy. People don't even know what to do.
There's only drama when feelings are involved.
Oh!
I am not getting knocked up. What do you mean? How much more you got left? Please sit down and buckle your seatbelt.
See, this is what we got in store for you this season.
Let's get it hype.
That's what's going on. It is Bronte here.
What's poppin'? It's Becca.
And we have another segment for you of Dear Becca and Bronte on this freezing cold Friday.
Yes, it's Friday.
I am currently wrapped
We
in a
said
blanket.
we were going to do all these recordings. This is our first recording
Mm-mm.
of the day.
And this is what happens. We just get talking, and then 2 hours go by.
Well, when we were in school, we were used to seeing each other every day.
I know.
I feel like. So now it's like when I see you, I'm like, oh, I got to tell you all this stuff.
Uh-huh. And then
But-
when we get together, we got to go over like podcast stuff and life-changing stuff and BS
So.
stuff. And then we lose track of time.
We always lose track of time.
Always. Anyway, all right.
But I like this next one.
This is different. I like it. Okay, ready?
Mhm.
Dear Becca and Bronte, hello ladies. I was curious to see if you guys have any experience starting a small business. I want to open one up in the beauty department with makeup. I would be new at this, and it's kind of scary. Signed, Sarah from Melbourne. Oh, she signed her own name!
I like that. And actually, she put where she was from.
Oh, okay. All right.
Shout out to Sarah.
Okay.
So,
Starting a small business. I have no experience in this realm. I know a lot of people who do have a small business,
yeah.
and I've seen what it takes to do one, and I give them all,
Credit.
props. I mean, I don't know if you would call this podcast a small business. It's like a...
I feel like it's more like a project because this is like not our full-time gig. This is kind of like what we do on the side, and we do it more for fun. We don't do it for money, even though we've got some sponsors.
Mm-hmm.
I know you got some emails,
Yeah.
but
also, too, like, when you're trying to keep consistent with it, that's what you have to do with a small business.
Yeah.
And you can't let it fall if you're serious. So, I guess in the same way, it's kind of the same. So, in the sense of, like, upkeep and everything, I guess it's kind of the same. We never knew. We're like, oh, let's just get some mics and talk.
yeah.
But then we're like, with the Facebook page and keeping up with that, who does what jobs and keeping each other accountable. That's what you got to do in a small business.
Yeah, especially if you have somebody else who, is running it for you, or like your partner.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
Do you know? anyone
did
with
it
a small-
say how old she was or no?
Hold on. Let me take a look again. No.
Okay, well, I mean, it doesn't matter how old you are. Like, if you want to start a business, I say start it. Definitely
yeah.
take some time to plan and really think your plan through, but definitely do it because you only live once.
Yeah. You see these 5-year-olds coming up with some creative thing.
Yeah, and they become like millionaires. Like that Ryan show that Willie watches. I swear he's like a billionaire and he just plays with toys on YouTube.
And I'm
Crazy.
I'm jealous of a 5-year-old. It's really not even fair.
So,
But I mean, I just know based off of like my friends who have one, who actually also are in the beauty industry as well. It takes a lot of work.
yeah, both, yeah.
Like, you gotta find a space, you've gotta get materials, you gotta set up, you gotta get your different licensures, your permits, like...
It's a lot of things that people don't see behind closed doors. My best friend, Becky, both of my best friends are hairdressers, and they make really good money, and they're always busy. But my one friend, Becky, she was on our podcast with high school, so go check that out. But she was talking about, oh, maybe one day she'll own a salon and a business, but it's stressful. It's a lot of money, it's a lot of stress, it's a lot of time, to plan. And businesses, like I've heard, I've talked to people who own businesses, they say you don't always succeed the first time.
No.
It takes
a while.
multiple times, and that's how you know if you're going to be a business person,
Yeah. It really does. Like, yeah, I totally agree, and I have no idea where to even begin. And I think that's like a sign. If you don't know where to begin, do your research.
Yeah.
And don't just jump into something because you're excited about it. Be excited and research all that you can and get all your information that you can, then start slowly planning. Because you don't want to jump into something too deep at first when you're so new at it as well. Of course, go at any pace you want, like Godspeed. But, you know, like, you don't want to take it on and then you're still learning in the process and,
Yeah.
you know.
And it takes time, and also, my parents always used to say this, if it's too good, like, if it looks too good, usually it's not real. You know, like, if you're starting to start a business and you're like, oh, I can, you know, earn $1 million in the first week, I mean, okay, like, maybe there's some people who can, but it's like, you still have to be more realistic.
Yeah.
Because you don't want to fail either, you know what I mean? You don't want to get your hopes up, but...
And that just reminds me, like, the lady I go get my nails done with, she owns the salon.
Yeah.
And, you know, I talked to her, and, you know, she has kids and whatever, and, you know, she worked at other salons that weren't hers, you know, and then she wanted to start up her own. And, you know, she's like, it's a lot of work. My name's on the sign. Like, it's my name.
Yeah.
And even though I have other employees, when things fall, I need to be there. Like, it's almost like a 24/7 thing.
Yeah.
At first, until you get your teams built and everything like that. But she said, like, yeah, I had to fill in the slots when people called out. Like, when things went wrong, I had to be there because it was my responsibility. It was my name. And I'm like, oh, yeah, I just didn't think about, like, when product doesn't come in or when you can't pay your employees because something went wrong with, like, the checks or whatever. It all falls back on you, so you got to be ready to take on that responsibility if it comes to anything like that.
Yeah.
Like, could you imagine that?
No.
Even with this, and it's not even, like, you know, it's like a little,
Yeah.
it's like our project, you know, and I'm happy
Yeah.
how fun it's been and we've reached people. But, like,
Well,
oh, God.
I think it's like, okay, we drop an episode every Monday, and, like, we post, you know, a couple times, whatever, during the week. But it's still like, okay, so I haven't posted in 3 days, maybe I should post. Or, hey, it's Friday and we don't have a recording, we have to record. It's like, it's because I know you guys are waiting on it.
yeah.
You know what I mean? So, but we do like it. It, you know, it's not all fun. It's sometimes
No.
it's stressful, and sometimes it's like, oh, well, do we want to post this picture, or, you know, what's the next season going to look like, or, you know, and I think the problem, this is, like, probably, like, the number one problem we've dealt with, not that we have a business, but I think just in general, whether you do businesses or projects, is the fact that people want you to fail, and they will not support you once you start it. The people that you think that would support you, not everyone's going to support you. And I think that was our biggest wake-up call.
We talked about that months ago. Like,
Yeah.
that was, I think, the biggest surprise to me because, you know, the people that have reached out to us or when we see them in person, they're like, hey, like, this is so exciting for you. How do you feel? But some of my people that I thought that I was going to expect a comment from, it's like, I know you hear it and I know you see it. We've been doing this for a little while now, and I still
Yeah.
haven't gotten, you know, not even like a general, hey, how is that going? Are you still on the phone with it?
But then they're the first person to look at the story.
Yeah.
Or, like, the first person, you know, to listen. Because we can we don't see who listens, like, by name, but we can see, like, if you're from Philadelphia or if you're from Europe or you're from, you know, we can see the different parts of the world that you listen from. And it's crazy. We do have the same listeners each week. But I think that was a wake-up call, at least for us.
Yeah, it was kind of like a disappointing aspect to it, but I know we both encouraged each other because we had, like, some bad weeks where we're like, I just don't get it. Like, I thought, like, we would be all in this together sort of thing, like, supporting.
Yeah.
When you are doing it for you, your business needs to be for you or your family and no one else. You need to do it for you and just don't worry about anyone that
Yeah.
either doesn't seem or doesn't support you at all. You know, we're not saying you're not going to have any supporters, but you may be surprised.
You'll be surprised. And, you know, hopefully it's not, I don't know.
But just keep your, like, head on for you.
Yeah.
Don't, like, bend over backwards because someone might not be supporting you all the way.
Mm-hmm.
That doesn't mean your dreams shouldn't come alive, you know?
Yeah.
Like, F them.
And
Whatever.
and going on that topic is social media is how you're probably going to get your name out there.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So, you know, leading on that, I mean,
Well, in the beauty industry, your friends, it's word by mouth. They have
it's
the
word by
same
mouth, or like you
clientele.
take photos and
Yeah.
of
Same
like when
thing.
I get my hair done, I'll take photos and I'll support my friend Liz or Becky,
Mhm.
you know, because they like and support us and they've been guests on our stuff. But Support goes both ways.
My ex's sister-in-law, she just opened her own salon, Me Salon up in Bristol, PA, if anyone's around there.
Okay.
Go check it out. She does the amazing colors, like the rainbow color. She does everything
that's
else, but
cool.
that's her specialty, like redheads and like colorful rainbow
You about to see me go there and get some red hair.
It's really cool. And then she does everything else, but she started up her own business, and I bet if I like talk to her about it, it's a lot of work. Like, she's posting every day. It's just her and her best friend opened it. Like, so it was really exciting to see, but
that's kind of cool. Good for her.
And it takes a lot of energy. Like, I see her, I watch her on her, and she's exhausted 12, 14-hour days, 6 days a week. And she owns it.
Yeah.
Like,
well,
the hustling doesn't stop.
And once, if she ever gets big, which I hope she does, people will only see the success. They never see what leads up to that success.
Mm-hmm.
Like all the pain, being in debt, whatever it takes. But the fact is, what they have that other people don't have to start a business is their goal has always been the same. They just might have to take different paths that they didn't know they had to take.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of like nursing school. Like, you're going to weed out the people who can't handle it.
Yeah.
Like, you need to do whatever it takes to pass.
Because not everyone can start a business.
No.
Like, if everyone could start a business, like,
there would be nobody to work those businesses.
Exactly. But, your blood, sweat, and tears that go into your project are going to make the project more meaningful.
Yeah.
And once you start seeing the reward and hopefully your business becomes successful or you build momentum, I feel like all the hard work just pays off. Like, it does.
It does. And, like what you said in the beginning, if you're doing it for you and it makes you happy, if you're completely miserable, I don't care. Like, you can have all the money in the world, but you're still miserable at what you do every day. So it's like, is it really worth it? But if you really enjoy what you do, then
nothing else matters. As long as you're enjoying it. And
I agree.
As long as you want to do it, do it.
Yeah, do it.
Like, hustle, baby.
Hustle, babe. Be a boss, babe.
I wish I had more advice because, like, starting up a business is so cool. I just know it's a lot of work.
And, maybe taking some time to mentor people that have started a business and saying, hey, can I just shadow you for a day? Or, hey, can we do a Zoom chat real quick for an hour? Do you have time to maybe explain what you did and, like, kind of what you experienced?
Yeah.
That's what I would,
I would do that too. Get all the information that you can, because you might discover, oh, that angle is not the angle I want to go.
Or you might even be like, okay, this is a lot of work, or this is not what I expected to starting a business was, and you can back out, which is fine. There's nothing wrong. You know what I mean? Like, if you start a business, you're like, this isn't for me, I don't like this, then that's okay too.
Yeah, but at least you tried it. You did. Yeah. You stayed curious, and I think that's the most important thing.
Yeah, I agree.
Stay curious, but stay humble too. I'm always going to say that.
Stay humble.
With everything.
Yeah.
Like, but I mean, do it. Please. Like, fight it. Like, woo!
Whoop!
Be on top. Be the next Kylie Jenner. Or Kim K. or Jeffree Star.
Yes, and give us a shout out.
Yes.
So on that topic, make sure you guys are supporting us too.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like, Sarah, you're the first one to say where you're from.
Yeah,
we have some Melbourne
listeners.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's probably her.
That's probably her. So that's cool. But yeah, again, if you guys want to write in, slowlydyingrns@gmail.com. And our girl Angel, we did a photo shoot with her a couple weeks ago, and our new website should be developed soon, so people can submit on there as well. But yeah, please, write in. I'm like, oh, she actually wrote her name
and actually put where she was from.
That's cool.
Which, if you don't want to, you don't have to. But I just thought it was kind of cute.
Yeah.
So good luck, Sarah. And that's all the advice I got.
Yeah. Okay. Me too. So good luck, and we'll see you next week, guys.
And definitely update us, Sarah.
Yes, please.
So, all right, I'm Becca, and I'm popping on.
And this is Bronte, guys. See you next time.